I'm the teacher. I'm the head, what do you call that? He's in charge. He's the professor at the University of the Ruach Ha'Qodesh. And he's the best teacher in the world because he teaches you personally. Just like some of these classes, before this epidemic, it was overcrowded. And a lot of the students couldn't get that one-on-one like they needed. But not so with the Most High. He'll give you that one-on-one all day, every day. If you just submit to him like this text says. Humble yourselves under his hand. Then he'll lift you up. But then you got to continue to follow the pattern. The next pattern is he's going to give you the Ruach Ha'Qodesh. When the Ruach comes, he's going to lead you into all truth. So all the other truth you got to expel. Which means all the other teachers. I can't listen to you no more. I got to shut you off. And a lot of times it's for a season. But see, once you start shutting off them other individuals, them other teachers, them other Elohims, them other gods that you've been placing in your life as your teacher, then you'll start hearing the Most High more clearly. And you'll be having more moments like, oh, okay. Oh, okay, that's why. I see. Okay. Thank you, Most High. God said I was going to get on out here. I see 20 minutes per recording. It's what he asked of me. So I don't want to go over no more. Let me get out here and get busy. Most High was dealing with me about this on my walk. And I was like, I don't know if I should say that. But I don't have no care what somebody think about me. That's the last thing I'm worried about, what people think. But see, when the Most High asks of us to submit and draw closer to Him, that may be in ways we are not really thinking as Him calling us to Him, or calling us to submit. And see, what you have to do, all jokes aside, you got to put that word, the Torah, first. You got to put the Most High's word first in your life. And then your life will start lining up into the image of His dear Son, who, as the word said, let this mind be in you that was in Yahuah HaMashiach, who, when He found Himself in the body, He submitted to the Most High's will, even unto death, even unto the death of being hung or being nailed to a stake. And see, the thing about it is, He saw His death. He knew what was going to happen to Him. For one thing, He knew the rules. He did His study. He did His background check. He knew His enemy. But at the same time, His love for His Father was so immense that He said, not my will, but Thy will be done. And He saw it because He asked the Most High to let that cup pass from Him. He didn't want to drink of that cup. And then here come His boys talking about, we want to sit on your left and right hand side. We want that glory. We want that honor, that prestige of being the right hand men of the Most High's Son. He said, no, I can't promise you that. That's not unto me to give. See, that's the Most High's honor. He gets the one. He's the one that gets the name where folks are gonna sit in the kingdom. But I think the most important thing for us right here, right now, while we're still on this plane, is to find our seating in heavenly places with the Most High now, and worry about all the other arrangements later. Because as the text says, we're seated in heavenly places with the Most High. And if that means we're seated in heavenly places, that means we're seated on the throne with the Most High and the Son, Yahuah HaMashiach, who they say is at the right hand, making intercession for us. So if we're seated in heavenly places, we're in on that conversation too, right? Oh boy. See, it's time for us to take our minds higher, take our desires higher than just what we see now. Because, to be honest, that old saying, here today, gone tomorrow, is oh so true. And we're seeing it a whole lot more often in our neighborhoods, in our peoples. But the question is, what we're going to do about it? What we're going to do about it? Are we going to submit to the Most High, get the Most High's truth from His Ruach Ha'Qodesh for our lives, and then go on into all the world and preach the Basurim? See, there's order in the Most High's kingdom. He told me one time it's called kingdom protocols. It's how He do business. How He lay down the law. But we have to line up with his kingdom protocols. Just like I said, that Torah. He goes through all of his kingdom protocols for whatever we may need in that Torah. And what our job is to do is to go to him, seek his face, and get that, what they used to call a rhema word. I don't know what that's called in the Hebrew, but I'm sure it's not rhema. But it means a word from the Most High's lips to your ears. And that's basically coming from the Ruach Ha'Qodesh. But he's not going to tell you something that's going to go against the Most High's Holy Torah, just like he said. He's not going to go against what he hears. And if Yahushua is the word, then all of them going to line up with their delivery to you. And see, just like all of them have their different offices, they're one. We're the same with the Most High, his Son, and his Holy Spirit, his Ruach. We're all as one. Just as he said him and the Father was one. But that oneness comes with abiding, as the text says. He that abides in me, and my word abides in you, then he can ask what he will. That's when he's sitting in heavenly places. He's seated on the throne because he's lining up with the Most High's word for his particular life. Which is not going to go against the Torah though, but it's for his individual life. See, I was so excited when the Most High started teaching me that I'm not going to be no cookie cutter product. I am, and he told me that one time before. This is when I was coming out of Goldsboro going to DC. He told me I was unique. I said, okay, so let me start calling myself unique. And I had one boy, or one homeboy, one of my friends, he took on. He said, okay, you're going to call yourself unique? I'll call you unique. So he started calling me unique. Then, before long, I moved from DC to Maryland, and the Most High gave me the nickname Word. I said, okay, so I'm going to call myself Word. And then, a little bit after I moved here, I took on the nickname R&B. And then the Most High gave me a Hebrew name, which I'm not going to say it, but it means purpose. The Most High, the Father's purpose. Yah's purpose, if you want to break it all the way down. But we can't have no kind of purpose if we don't submit. Oh boy, that's a hard word, but it's true. You can't have no kind of purpose, not coming from the Most High, if you're not going to line up or submit to him. See, he needs submissive vessels. And see, that's what we are, vessels. What the text say, we're clay vessels. I'll look it up. Basically, it's saying we're clay vessels with the Most High being our indweller. He indwells us in these earthen vessels, as it's called. But I guess what I'm saying today, in a nutshell, or to sum it up, we have to submit to the Most High and giving him our everything. Like I started off saying, give him everything, then be taught by him, and then be used, sent out to be used. But there's a process, and I think the number one rule to remember is what I have learned and am learning from Pastor Rhonda and Pastor Kenny at Restoration Center Church here in Charlotte. And that's to make the Most High in your life. And see, when you start crossing borders and crossing lines with that order, you're going to have some trouble. You're going to start putting people in his place. You're going to start putting things in his place. And he's going to say, no, that ain't what I told you. Start all the way over again. And see, I used to hate when I had to start my lessons or my trials over again. He'll give me some retrieval, if that's a word, or a season of reprieve, and then put me right back in the same thing. Till I started saying, okay, I'm not making this mistake no more. I'm done with that. But that's going to be my time. Stay up and keep pushing forward in the right direction. Shalom.